Big g'day and welcome to another massive edition of the BFNL Netball Show. Thanks to McDonald's. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by Grace. Certainly an exciting round of netball we just had in round 5, fresh off the week off.
Yeah, plenty of netball happening across the board. We had our interleague girls at Association Champs as well as some big senior results and junior results across the weekend. Yeah,
it was simply sensational. Now, I know games went to script according to most, but we did see some pretty close games, other than the first one, which we'll look at, and Redan was too strong for Darley. I don't know about you, but I did not see that sort of result.
Oh, I don't know about not seeing the result coming. Darley are obviously an up-and-coming team. Redan have been around the mark for a long time now, and Kate's obviously a very experienced coach. Chris Bandell is obviously an experienced coach as well, but new to the role and new to the club. So we expect that it'll take Darley a little bit of time to sort of gel together and get things happening. But yeah, not too much of a surprise for me. Maybe that it was, that 30-goal margin, but definitely thought Redan would take the points.
Yeah, no, they're looking in good fine touch at the moment. Good to see Liv Jorgensen on fire in the goal front with 38 of the best. A game that went pretty close, which was exciting. We had East Point assert their dominance on the competition with a big win over Backer Smash just by 8 goals.
Yeah, so East Point obviously sitting on top of the ladder, so good job to them for the start of their season, obviously been pretty perfect to this point. Backer Smash, as we say every week, continue to put a good, strong performance in, but it's not always over the 4 quarters. So hopefully in a couple of weeks' time or even next week that they start to get 4 quarters together and they start getting those results on the board, because they are a better team than what their results suggest so far.
Exactly, and they did take it up to the Kangaroos earlier on. Scores were level at half-time, 23 goals apiece, but the experience of East Point, they sort of just pushed away in the third term, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, that's it. And like we keep saying, 4-quarter efforts win games.
Exactly, and that's what happened there by East Point when it mattered most. Ballarat too strong for Melton by 13 goals. I know I was on Melton's bandwagon to get their first or maiden win of 2018, but it wasn't to be. Ballarat just too strong in a pretty entertaining contest.
Yeah, pretty entertaining for everyone. Good opportunity for Melton to get their first win on the ball, and unfortunately they fell a bit short, but good effort to Ballarat, and hopefully that sets their season alive from here on in.
Definitely right, and Melton could take a little bit of positive feedback out of that they were ahead at quarter time by 3 goals, so that's something for them to build on. The next game was an absolute cracker. We did expect this one to go pretty close. It was North Ballarat City 53 defeating Melton South 44.
Yeah, good of North Ballarat City to take the points. Obviously, in that one we said it was a bit of a make-or-break game for Melton South, so it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back from yet another loss under Alan Watson. Yeah,
North Ballarat City, great to see they're continuing on their great touch from the last few years with another great performance there. And another game that went pretty close at the end of the day, it was Lake Windaree just a touch too strong there for Sebastopol.
Yeah, I think Sebas were leading halfway through the last quarter, and unfortunately they ended up going down by 7, which was not a great result for the Boroughs, but good effort by George and the girls. Lake Windaree are a really strong team, and they waited until the last quarter to really stamp their authority on that match, and got the job done in the finish.
Yeah, great finish there by the Lakers. Scores were level at 3-quarter time before they shot away when it mattered. Now let's turn our attention to some big games this weekend as part of Indigenous round, and an important game here. We've got Backer Smash and Ballarat. Backer Smash will be feeling a little bit confident to bounce back after the loss to East Point.
Yeah, I think even though Ballarat come off a win and Backer Smash come out of a loss, I think Backer Smash will go into that one as favourites, and I'll back them in to take the points.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. This game is massively important in the context of the season. We've got Melton South and Lake Windaree.
Oh, Lake Windaree for me, mate. I don't know who you're going to go with. Lake Windaree have done everything right since round 1, so I'm not going to tip against them until they tell me otherwise.
I'm tipping Melton South, just in a bit of optimism, because they, as I say, every single week they've got the talent in the shed. It's just a matter of time before they get that together, and I think this week could be their week. I hope they don't prove me wrong this time. I've been saying that most weeks, but they've got some great ability there. But how's this for a big game over at Mars Stadium? We've got North Ballarat City and the Sunbury Lions. They dance where they did last time. They danced for the premiership over at Mars Stadium. Should be a cracker.
Yeah, it should be an absolute awesome match. It's certainly the two best teams at this stage in the competition coming up against each other, and what better way to sort of celebrate Sunbury coming off a bye. They straight back into it. They've had a couple of weeks off and they come back up against their counterpart in North Ballarat, so it'll be an absolutely cracking game, and I think Sunbury will take the points in this one, to be honest.
I will think North Ballarat City, they have been in some sublime form. They've been pushed pretty hard by some good opposition this season, and they've taken them all and they've taken them down, and I think a scalp in the form of the Sunbury Lions will not be beyond them here. I think they'll be just too good. Redan and Melton. Redan flying after last week's big win over Darley.
Yeah, I think their big wins will probably continue to roll on here, Yeendy. No offence to the Melton guys, but at the minute, Redan probably just too strong. Yeah,
they're facing a team that's running red hot at the moment, Melton, so a bit of bad luck for them there, but you just never know what can happen. And the final game, we've got Sebastopol and Darley. Can Sebas start a string of good performances together?
Yeah, Sebas will win this one for me, Yeendy. I think across the court they've got a bit more experience and a bit more skill than what Darley have at the minute. It's my understanding there's a bit of off-field drama happening at Darley, so hopefully they can sort them out and get their season back on track, but it'll be a win for Sebas this weekend, I feel.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one there. Well, thanks so much for joining us as part of the BFNL Netball Show. Thanks to McDonald's, and we look forward to catching up with you next week to talk up some great action ahead of the big Queen's birthday round.
No worries, thanks for having me.